Welcome those watching from Magma and Llamaverse. My name is Suareezy. We will be doing this thing called Suareezy Student Center. Little background for myself: been a day trader of stocks and crypto since about 2016. Came from the whole penny stock world. Been through scams myself. I kind of grew up in the whole how to get rich kind of era. I have a data analytics degree from Cal State Fullerton last spring, 2022. I'm a travel softball coach. I coach high school softball as well. So I'm really into learning strategies and optimizing the best way to get to a goal. And I think there's lots of perspectives that a lot of people can give to jump into trading to help give yourself a edge at the end of the day. So a little more background about myself. I played baseball pretty much my whole life, again going back to learning, liking strategies, loving math, figuring out just how to solve issues and kind of how to best optimize efficiency in things that are pretty much really hard to do and things that you're pretty much almost guaranteed to fail in. And I think trading is pretty much a lot like that. I'm from Southern California. I guess for the younger people, this is kind of like, I want to give a little background for people coming up. I ideally didn't know what I wanted to do going from high school into college. I went in there undeclared, and then I ended up going into electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, ended up going to producing music, and I finally ended up landing on business and data analytics, and I figured that was going to be my best route. Then I ended up I did the whole Google search to see how to get rich, and it broke down to two things. It was real estate or it was stocks. And I was like, well, I don't got money for real estate, but I can find a way to make money to put money into penny stocks. So that was my intro to the market. Ended up getting scammed a lot of times, lost a lot of money. But right when I ended up turning 21, there was a little burger bar opened up near my house. Ended up putting my head down, had no bartender experience at all. Went to the open interviews, gave my 2 cents on what I wanted to do, what my vision was, and they ended up giving me the opportunity, and ended up being there for about 3 to 4 years. And basically that was the start to funding my stock and crypto accounts. And yeah, it sucked. That time from 3 to 4 years, it sucked. No going out, just working, missing lots of parties with friends or going out with friends, family. It's a tough road, but one of the things I did tell myself was that if you do get this down, you are going to have the power to do two things. You're going to have the power to own your own time, and you're also going to have power to own your own money. And those two things, to me, were very powerful and something that I really wanted to pursue. And that's pretty much the whole basis of what this center is all about. I started as a student as well, and I would still say I'm currently a student, and we're always learning. But luckily I've lived through a few market cycles, which have gave me the experience to help be here today. So a few kind of years have gone by. I've ended up becoming a pretty decent trader, ended up studying markets myself, and then ended up going to conferences around the nation, from Florida to California, Vegas, Arizona. One of the main ones was in 2019 in Florida for some guy called Tim Sykes, if anybody knows. He's a big penny stock guru, and that's where I met one of his students. One of his first students actually was kind of like the preceder to the teacher himself. And I've actually been taking his course for about 3 to 4 years now. It's a 5-year technical analysis course that I'm going to try to help minimize and help people out to help kind of realize how important technical analysis is. whether you're trading it or you're just investing or you're just in any type of market. It's just an overall general good concept to understand, whether you're trading, investing, or just, again, have anything to do with being around markets itself. So let's go to the next slide. So fundamental analysis versus technical analysis. We're going to get into two different portions. Personally, I talk more about technicals as opposed to fundamental, but there are multiple styles of trading, and since this is the first video, I'm just going to give a broad overview. Pretty much going to treat this like a college course. So this first video is going to be pretty much an intro to the whole course itself. So fundamental analysis, pretty much company analysis, industry analysis, economic conditions, future profit outlooks. So basically your 10Ks or any fundamental financial instruments that you're looking at on paper is going to be your fundamental analysis. Technical analysis is going to be more based on what we're looking at on charts. And that's if you're any type of trader, have bought ETH or Bitcoin or any type of asset, you have some type of experience looking at trend analysis. And what is trend analysis? It's basically a technique that analysts use to attempt to predict future asset price movements based on the trend that has been previously observed. So basically what that's saying is we're just looking at charts to ideally look for some type of patterns or previous patterns that have popped up before. So for technical traders, some charts might look something like this. This might look a little more advanced to some people who don't trade or have less experience. This might look a little overwhelming to some people. Same thing, these are pretty much just candlesticks that we're looking at. Again, a technical portion that we'd be using as a technical trader. Another overview just showing candlesticks, that is a technical portion that we'd be looking at with trading technical analysis. Some of the other portions going over the course, we'll be talking about some consolidation, we'll be talking about trends versus consolidation and accumulation. We'll be talking about uptrends, downtrends, sideways price action. We will be talking about supply demand, trend lines, trading styles. We'll be talking about multiple time frames. Overall, this is going to be a very detailed class, and I'm going to get in depth into every single bit of it. Again, all of those I just went over are going to be overviews, but each individual one is going to have a course or multiple courses on them. So if you're a beginner or more intermediate, the beginning class is probably going to be a little bit slower for you, but they're really good, or I'm going to attempt to make them really good refreshers for people who are even more experienced. So bear with me if you are a little more experienced. They will be a little slower, but again, I'm going to try to provide that value for you as well. But that's pretty much the overview on my end. And again, I have experience with teaching and coaching and trying to get the best out of people and myself, really. And I know how I'm going to lay this course out, and I'm still going to be in that learning stage, obviously, because I'm a student of teaching. But my question to you is, what do you want out of this? Because I know what I want out of this course and these sessions, but I'm asking every single one of you that are here or listening to this video, if you're not here, what do you want out of this course? Because I can provide and help you, and we can all help and provide value if we're trying to push towards a single goal. But that goal has to be set. And if you can't answer that question, then it's going to be really hard to kind of help you out, because again, one of the main things we're going to be looking at is how to optimize a goal. And if you don't have that figured out, it's going to be really hard to help you. So I ask, what is it that you want? And again, you don't have to answer that now. You guys can answer that later, but think about that. And for those watching the video, take some time, definitely think, and I'm gonna end it here. We do these bi-weekly. It is March 13th. Bi-weekly would be the 27th of March would be the next one, so definitely be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to DM me or tag me in any of the channels that you guys have access to, and I will get back to I'll definitely get back to answering your questions as soon as I can. If you can pull up to the sessions, I highly recommend it, as you will get your questions answered directly and immediately. And usually people ask questions and they usually lead to really good conversation after this recording. So I really highly recommend that you try to make the time bi-weekly to make it out to these. And yeah, hope you found some value out of this, and I will catch you on the next session. Peace.